Dude, Leroy so far has been a world boss in this instance, man. In the 5v5 1v1 Duels, this guy's been literally the raid boss, the final one. This is like sending out Xavius last. Actually, wasn't Xavius really easy? Hold on. This is like sending out Argus first as the very first boss. Imagine you're doing Siege of Agrabah and you're fighting Garrosh first things first. Deathwing is the first boss of DS. Gonna be a minute trick and an interrupt onto that Convoke, trying not to get cheesed out, having to force a trick that early, but the bleed's already rolling him down. With Warsus looking for a quick, cheesy little reset as Leroy tried to see if he could find him. Picking up eyes, oh, or maybe using eyes. Trying to go for the hunt, does find him. What is that angle? What is that? Oh my god, he literally went right around the corner. He went to the corner, to the store, picked up some groceries, stopped by the gas station, overpaid for gas, then came over to Warthus' house, man. He went for a roundabout, gonna be a knockback by Warthus with a Cyclone as Leroy. Just trying to see if he can CC his Metamorphosis as best as possible, looking for a bit of a reset. I think Warthus at this point is just gonna go for another Convoke. Gonna be the shortest stun ever though in his DR from that Haymaker, but he tried to go for a short stun. 30-second Convoke is actually no joke. Wait, you actually have a, how do you have a 30-second Convoke? How is that a thing? Wait, Convoke has gotten even more busted. 30 seconds, chat. But you may need it in order to beat the hunt. As the Warthus tried to see if he can escape him. Leroy got a demon chasing after him, just cutting off Warthus at the head. Oh my god. He cut him off at the curb, just not let him go anywhere. Chicago may be in a bit of trouble, kind of halfish on health. Does not have a wall, has a trinket, but may still be in a bit of trouble as Leroy goes in for a quick imprison into a knockup as the I-beam goes up. I think actually maybe the Z-axis as he knocks up an air with I-beam. I don't think he can even see Chicago. Has a demon right next to him. Could potentially explode the demon as they're prepped and ready to go. Chicago tried to see if he can avoid him, but ends up running into this demonic bomb. He could just take that thing out anytime he wants to, but looks like Leroy is just saving the thing for later. And that thing is trying to see if you can maybe break him out of the root. Is going to destroy it for real quickly just to pick up a little bit more health. Not letting Chicago go anywhere, just avoiding him, or actually not avoiding, but like catching him off guard every single time. And Chicago trying to see if he can swing away. Going to be that double stun onto Leroy. Does not choose to trick it. Going to be a second stun totem to follow though, as he got himself a bit of that immolation aura. Trying to lock down Chicago. Going to be a knockup by the Demon Hunter, but Leroy was able to charge out as the knockup happened, which kind of displaces him back towards Chicago, letting him kind of charge next to him. Leroy so far has been able to use that excellent mobility to stay on top of Chicago at all times. I don't think so far Chicago has gotten much of a breather. Silence to follow, locking out Chicago for a few seconds, wall right after, as Chicago is just looking for a bit of an escape with that wall, just kind of pressed up against the wall in the corner. Not much they can really do about it, trying to see if they can wiggle out of there, as they're just absolutely pinned. Leroy has another, dude, he's getting so lucky on the demons. Has another demon spawning in. Big item to follow. Blade Dance, Sunder, potentially a stun to Leroy. Does get to avoid it. Chicago just trying to see if he can give himself a bit of a breather. Knocking Demon Hunter back up, but again, fell rushing to charge himself downwards into a Glade Toss, but Chicago catches up a lot of health before Dampening closes in. That's a big heal by Chicago. Massive, massive heal by the Shaman. Trying to see if he can stay alive through the Demon Hunter, and is barely able to, but is still on their feet. Trying to maybe rotate some abilities, maybe get himself some Maelstrom built up. The Demon Hunter catches him with yet another stun, knock up in the air, has the demon next to him, is able to 12 charge back over. And Leroy so far has not been given Chicago any opportunity to catch a break. Chicago's been on a defensive this entire game, just looking for an escape, looking for a recovery. Finally got himself a little bit of health. Needs to find a way to drop down Leroy though. You need to stun lock him with a Sunder, something, anything, as Leroy's going to pick up the Demonic Soul and catch up a lot of health. Next time this man activates his Metamorphosis, it could be pretty deadly. I want Chicago, Blade Dance to follow. Chicago's back down to half his health, even less than that, honestly. As the Demon Hunter again utilizing that excellent mobility, not letting Chicago go anywhere at all. Is going to knock him up in the air, does not have a way to charge back over. As Chicago tried to see, at least they can juggle him. At least they could juggle the Demon Hunter around the corner. Chicago does get hit, trying to go for a stun totem onto Leroy, but I don't even know what kills ya. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I don't even know what killed you. I don't even know what killed you. What happened there? What? Was it like a battle message that fell off at the last second? And all you had just one whoop down to one? Jesus, BM. Oh my god. Gotta be Kioska trying to see if he can fight through Leroy. Hit him with a stun, Death Shock, and forcing out a trinket out of the Demon Hunter. As it's gonna be I-Beam. Leroy may be in a bit of trouble. Metamorphosis to follow. Got himself a Battle Master trinket with an immunity as Kioska just absolutely rampaging right through him. Oh, he charges out to Leroy. Does actually avoid his mobility for a second, causing a bit of like a switcheroo from the two of them. Trying to juke him out. Gonna be Sounds Kioska with the freezing trap immediately as the Demon Hunter gets frozen out of position. with that model. That actually looks so good when you freeze people mid-animation. Sometimes it looks so good. Or lanky for Demon Hunters. Stun to Kiosko, Leroy trying to see if he can catch up with health. Gonna be a darkness as 11% dampening is here. Trying to sit in the darkness best possible, but getting pulled back by Kiosko. Putting some dots on a Leroy. And Leroy may be in a bit of trouble. Kiosko putting in some serious pressure into the Demon Hunter, trying to hold it all for his own team. No more trinket available for DH, so the next time by Kiosko could be extremely deadly. For Leroy, I think he's just waiting to recover whatever health he can. Kiosko looking to catch up health, hoping maybe Leroy will take the bait and get forced out in the open. Hunt from a distance, stuns him halfway through. I think denying the hunt altogether. Death Chakram. Oh my god, Kiosko. He just waited, baited him out in the open, hit the pet with a stun. The pet cut him off at the intersection. With Arhi gonna be up next, getting rooted by the chart trap immediately. Stunned by Arhi is gonna get probably that double stun to Kiosko unless it can escape it. Double stun to disrupt him with an Elu Blast. Is it going to be a freezing trap? Kiosko sees the trinket, immediately presses turtle to try to see if he can maybe tank up this damage a little bit. So far, it's looking really, really good for this hunter. He is running low on cooldowns though. Kiosko taking a massive early blast with the lasso. At least it's super short. Does get a pet sack, looking to escape. Static tunnel won't let you go anywhere. Oh my god, Arhi just trapped you in there. Just trapped the hunter. I feel like it should be a hunter thing, honestly. Ducky trying to see if he can maybe spear Arhi as he goes in for full ghost rolls. That's going to be a Ravager as Ducky trying to see if he can maybe survive through this. It's going to pop in Regeneration as Arhi sends out an Elite Blast back to back at him. Trying to see if he can maybe fight through the Shaman as Arhi. I think at this point just trying to see if he can maybe generate some Maelstrom. Ducky trying to activate some cooldowns on top of it. He's going to get rooted out in the open though. Definitely to swap the attention onto that Ghost Wolf and start getting the Bloodthirst healing off of those things. But no, Bloodthirst just doesn't feel like it heals for much anymore. It used to heal for a decent amount, but nowadays not really. And Arhi does end up zapping him down. Oh, it's so unfortunate. That is unfortunate as Athaman is the last one left. He has 4 people to go through him. Inferno, Plush, Strand, and Arhi. Can he do it though? Is it going to be a Hodge? Actually grounding Totem that Hodge as Arhi does end up escaping that stun before it even happens. After trying to see if he can maybe fight through the Shaman. As he does pop wall, Big Elite Blast is going to be a bit of a Aegis trinket to follow. As Arhi also pops the Aegis of his own. Trying to see if he can just survive it. As it's super low in health, only living by absorbs. He's only alive thanks to absorbs. Trying to go for a bit of a divine toll. Arhi does burn a trinket for it. 30% dampener. It is going to reduce some of that value on the healing. Going to be double stuns on the Atho. Does get disrupted on the Hodge. Does continue to see if he can cleave it through. Arhi just recovers just like that. Snaps his fingers. And then Handsome Shaman becomes a restoration just a moment's notice. Sunder onto Atha. Trying to see if he can maybe potentially survive and recover. Does he get to have any recovery? Big Ellie Blast. Oh my god. Arhi walking in with them Ellie Blast though. Taking boys out. Arhi actually got 3. Let's go. Arhi got 3. Go Shammy? Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness.